Hey guys, so we are back with another vlog. I am actually starting something today with Bobby. Bobby's here, and we've actually got a PT. Well, not yet. We haven't told him yet. So we met him a few days ago, and we really want to get onto this whole fitness journey because we honestly are not that great, and we just need someone to kind of manage us and keep us consistent and keep us like working and get us on the right nutrition and everything. So, oh, and everything, I said it again. So, we met up with him a few days ago and he was really nice. One of our friends put us in touch with him. We really liked him because he wasn't about, he wasn't like, oh, you have to eat bland chicken and broccoli. We want to be able to do something which we can be consistent with, but that is realistic and can last, because the minute you change your diet so drastically to stuff like bland chicken and broccoli and rice, you're just not going to stick with it because that isn't normal to eat that every day. So, and we've had our fingers burnt that way. Like we fully get how that works and how it doesn't work. So we really like this guy. He seemed to kind of be on the same page as us, understood where we want to go, and he wants to see us today just to check our mobility, which this is another thing I really was excited about this guy because he apparently works really well with people who have injuries. I have an issue with my right glute. I don't know if it is actually my glute or if it's like a lower back. I think it's my glute. But for years and years, and I think it's from working as a makeup artist and kind of like, standing like this when I'm doing makeup, it has really affected my glute because there are some days where I wake up and it's just like, it's painful. And there are some times where it feels like I've got sciatica and it's obviously not. So it's just like, if I work out in the wrong way, I injure myself, and it's always that one area. So I explained that to him, and I guess it's going to take a bit of time with him to kind of see, like, I'm going to put this down a little bit because my arm's hurting now, but for him to kind of see, what it is that that is up with me. Sorry, I'm just like, there's so many cars here. I hope they're not all in the gym that we're about to go into, because that's another thing. I hate gyms where there's all these like huge guys like working out, and like, it just makes you feel really kind of like, oh, I probably just should not be in here. So he said apparently this gym is like really good. It's not like that. So this is where we're heading for the first time today. If all goes well, we're going to sign up with him, and we're kind of 99% there already. And this will be the gym that we'll be coming to 3 times a week. I know. Plus, my sister and my brother-in-law, Rish and Ravina, when we spent that time with them while they were here recently in Abu Dhabi, when we were staying at Emirates Palace, we all made a pact that we are going to try and lose some weight because all 4 of us kind of, we kind of need to, and get fit and healthy. And we've kind of set like a challenge to see who loses the most, not in an unhealthy way, only the amount that you need to lose. So if, it's not about who loses the most weight, it's just about, we're kind of all at the same point, if that makes sense, body type in that sense. So yeah, we're kind of all 4 of us are on it. So the other 2 are in London sorting themselves out, and we're trying to sort ourselves out. That's not the only reason we got the PT. We were thinking of getting the PT before that anyway. So yeah, we're really kind of going on this whole fitness journey now. So this should be good. I'm really excited about it, and I'm kind of like looking forward to getting into a plan of what I'm eating and what I'm kind of, how I'm working out. So I guess, well, I don't know if I'm going to take video when I'm in there, because if there's a lot of people, there's no way I'm going in there on my first, visit with the camera. Not doing that. So yeah, I guess we'll see you in a bit, guys. We're going to go in and see what this is about. He's going to check, because I explained to him how my knees are really weak, and when I do squats I just feel like something's going to break, and he's going to check all that out today, and then yeah, I'll keep you posted. Hey guys, the guy's at it again. He's drilling. I don't understand what you could be drilling. It's obviously the floor. This is going to take forever. So it's really, really annoying. Now you know what I have to deal with. Seriously. We had our little session with the PT. His name is Luke. And oh my God. Sometimes I shout at this person really loud. we were with Luke at the gym. Gym's really good. I really liked it. He did a mobility session with us, so he wanted to kind of see like what our movements are like, and I explained to him my situation with like my issue with my glute, like very, very tight hips and my weak knees. He did these like little kind of movements with us because he wanted to see what the issue was, and he basically did. He worked on me first, then he worked on Bobby, and he was like, we can sort it. Like at the end he was like, I'm gonna fix you, and I was like, whoa, let's hope so. And yeah, it was good. And like when I did like a squat, which Bobby said to me after, it was barely a squat, because I asked him, I was like, what did it look like? I was like, it kind of looked like an actual squat because it doesn't feel like a squat to me, because that's the issue I have. And he said, no, it did not even look like he was squatting. So then he kind of knew straight away. He was like, this is the issue. Like my lower calf is really, really tight, which he got me to do this other kind of movement, which actually made me feel like, made me realize how tight that area was. Yeah, so he basically has said to us since our meeting, which was a few days ago, can you guys please eat completely normally for the next week? This is how crazy it is, right? That me and my husband, me and Bobby sat there and we were like, what is normal? Because we're either eating super clean or it's to the complete other end of the spectrum, which is when there's people over traveling, we're eating complete and utter rubbish. You know, like you're eating out all the time and it's just not great food. Not like junk food, but you're just eating a lot more. Like you would eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and probably a snack in between, which usually I would not have. So we struggled on trying to figure out what normal was, what normal eating was for us. And that really kind of made me realize as well how messed up our diets must have been for us not to even know what normal eating is. So we kind of explained this to him too, and he was like, look, carry on until like Thursday roughly, because he wants to see our food diary, like to see what is normal to us and how, like, what we're eating during the week. So yeah, it's been really strange eating normal, because if there's no one visiting, no one in town, we'll eat clean. As soon as someone's like here traveling, or if we're traveling, which is quite often, then we can't eat clean. We just don't seem to be able to eat clean. It's difficult. So as much as it sounds like, oh, but you must be eating clean most of the time, that's not actually the case, because we have been traveling quite a lot lately. The eating clean part of our life isn't actually, it's actually a minority, like it's not a lot. You know, just now we got sandwiches and a packet of crisps and a chocolate, to be completely honest with you. And like we're putting it into our food diary and it's like, whoa, there are so many calories in this. And that isn't even that's not something we'd eat when we're eating clean, obviously, but I guess it's really also quite good for us to see, you know, figure out what is good, so that later on when you're not tracking calories and macros and stuff, you kind of have a good understanding of, you know, what is good, what is bad, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, so basically that's the situation. Got a few more days of eating like this. I almost feel like I'm kind of like, it just feels really strange eating normal, because it's like I'm not caring about, you know, my weight. It's always been a struggle for me. Well, it hasn't always been a struggle for me, to be honest. I grew up like I was totally fine, really slim, never had an issue whatsoever. It's only as I got into my 30s, I would say, that it started really kind of, you know, you just can no longer eat whatever you want to eat. And my main thing is not really visually like I don't want to be like skinny. I want to be stronger. So this is what this guy specializes in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And right now I've had my lunch. I am going to go sort out my face, because I don't really have anything on other than like some brow stuff and a bit of BB cream. I need to go and like sort my face out so that I can film a couple of intro outros, and then I've got editing for the rest of the day, really. I've got to film these intro outros, but this annoying person upstairs is drilling so much. Let's just hope he stops, because if he starts doing it while I'm trying to film, it's going to really, really piss me off, to be honest. That was like the last bit of crisp. I forgot to mention that I have a Zara package, so let's go open this. It's nothing major, guys. I just ordered a blazer, a bomber jacket, and just like this strappy top, and that's about it. So yeah, let's open it up. So I am more or less done. Today is done. You were spending the day with me. There's no really like specific kind of theme or topic about today. It was just you guys spending the day with me. I think the biggest thing that what I'm really glad about today is the whole kind of fitness thing that I'm getting started on. You've probably seen in my previous videos, you know, I was doing yoga for a bit, nothing major, just literally just the most basic yoga ever, but it was more kind of like stretching stroke yoga. It was great in order to make me feel a bit more flexible and just stretch because I really find stretching important. It wasn't anything in terms of like a workout, you know, so I think I kind of like, I really fell off the wagon in terms of my fitness. And it started when we moved, because before we moved to this apartment, I was so good. Daily, I was really seeing a change in my body shape. And then I injured my back because I've always had a problem with my glute. There's like, it's so tight there that when I work out, it starts to kind of like, I don't know what the word is. Like, I don't know if it aggravates it, tightens it even more, or maybe I'm not rolling enough. I don't know. Then there's this shooting pain that goes up the back of my back, and then that's it. I'm out for like 4 weeks. So then from that point, I fell off the wagon because then I remember I got ill, and then it just wasn't good. So I kind of feel like I need this now, you know, like getting a PT and just having someone that really manages what I'm doing. And what I really, really love is that he is all about kind of making sure that you correct any issues that you have, you know, like your mobility. So he really works on mobility, and I'm just so, honestly, I'm just so glad that I've got someone like that now. I'm just really excited to get started with it because I feel like I've been wanting to like get back into fitness. Like, I know I'm the type of person, I love weights. I love weights. But my issue has always been when I'm doing it that I've injured myself in that same area most of the time. It's only ever been that. And that's because I've got an underlying issue there. And he's going to be working on that underlying issue. And like today, all he did was get us to stand and do certain movements so that he could look at our posture and how we're standing, our mobility, like what it is that he thinks that he needs to help us with, like in terms of stretching and loosening up tight hips and things. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'm just excited to get started because I feel like someone's now going to be looking out for me in terms of like injuries to make sure that we don't get to that point. And you know, he's also going to work with us in terms of our diet and everything. So I'm really excited to show you guys and like kind of take you guys along with me. But yeah, so I am going to take Nico for a walk now and then call it a day.